What's up YouTube, I'm Jables. Today we're going to look at this Star Wars official logo Lightbox. I picked this up from Target for $50. This is an item that I'd been looking at for a while, but I was looking at the Hot Toys version that they put out a few years ago. Searching online, I couldn't find that Hot Toys one for less than $150 usually, and to me that's just way too much money. When I saw this at Target, for $50, I kind of jumped on it, and I had a $10 coupon, so it cost me $40, which is even better. So if this is something that you want for your collection, I would definitely go check their website. I also saw a red Marvel one, which is similar to the Hot Toys one they made too. This might be exactly the same thing, I'm not sure. We're going to open it up and take a look here, and then we're going to put it in the display case and see how it looks. So let's open this up and see what's in here. So actually, let's look at the back of the box. Looking at the picture on the back here, it looks pretty much the same as the Hot Toys one, except I think the plug was on the other side on the Hot Toys. So it comes with a light box, a USB cable, and a power adapter. But I bought an extra extension for this too, so we can wire it up. But let's take a look to see what's in here. Comes with a power plug and a USB cable to plug that in. All right, so this is what it looks like here without it, and yellow part on the middle lights up once you plug it in. This is pretty clean looking on the front. I like this. I noticed that the power is on this side, and I think this is a different plug than the Hot Toys one. I'm not sure. There was a, maybe that was the older USB, and then they had a switch that this is a button. And the plugs were on the other side over here. But the lighting and the trademark, everything looks exactly the same. I don't know if the dimensions of this box are the same, but it has the same hooks there. So, you know, it looks the same to me, so I'm not really sure. But it looks awesome and cheaper than the Hot Toys one. So I bought a USB extension cable from Amazon, a 10-foot or 3-meter extension cable. So you can plug it into this. The cable in here is rather short. I saw someone on Target give the Marvel version of this a bad review because the cable was too short, but whatever. You just need to buy an extension cable like this, so you can extend it to whatever power outlet that you want. 10 foot, it should be plenty for this case. Let's go get this thing plugged into the display case and see how it looks. So I went ahead and ran my USB cable through one of the holes on the side. I couldn't really reach the one in the back here because it's too far into the middle of the case, but I just kind of tucked the cable behind here and let it hang right here because I'm going to put it in the middle of this top shelf. One thing I noticed on the Moducases is the holes that they have here are too small for the fat end of a USB, like old type USB cable to fit through. So you have to feed the smaller end in first, back from the back, or you have to get something to cut those holes bigger. I don't really want to do that right now because it's going to make a mess, and I've already kind of vacuumed these. It would leave shavings and particle board everywhere, so I'm not going to do that. So let's put this up here. And plug it in just like that, and we'll get it kind of centered with the A and the R on the bottom. And let's turn it on. Nice. So that's how that lights up right there. It's a lot more yellow than this is looking because of the other lights that are on here. Let me see if I can turn these off. There you go. You can kind of see that it gives off a fair amount of light on its own in yellow. It looks really good. It looks much better in person than it does in this camera, but you can kind of get a gist here. So that's awesome. I'm going to show you guys also how I wired the Moducase up to have all the wiring going around here too. Also, we're gonna decorate around this thing real quick. So I finished rearranging the top shelf here. I moved R5D4 and the jaw was up on top of the light here. They kind of fit up there real nice because they're short. I'm not sure if I'll leave it like that, but that kind of opens up the space in front of the light so you can see it. Moved Luke, Leia, and Obi-Wan Kenobi off to the side here. Kind of put them together as a group on one side, and then on the other side I have 3PO, R2, and Han and Chewie. So I don't know, I think that looks pretty cool. I don't know what you guys think about the light placement. Does it need to be higher? Build a brace for it to be up top, or maybe farther forward? I'm not really sure. You'll have to leave your opinions down below to let me know what you think would be the best look for it, or maybe over in one of the side cubes over here or something. But I think it looks pretty good. It's kind of the Star Wars logo on the top shelf with the classic original movie characters here. I think this is a pretty epic light. I think it takes the display and makes it just that much better. I think this light box would look better in the bigger display cases though. Like if you had a DF series or a Max series, you have a lot more room to play with, so you could put that a lot higher or somewhere else, but I think it looks pretty good. So, oops, Han Solo's head fell over here. I want to show you guys some of the cable management I did here. I bought some of these zip tie connection points or standoffs with some double back tape on there. And what I used these for pretty much managing all the cables underneath and on the top of the case here. This connector up here, I used one of those attach points and put a zip tie on it, and so it just kind of holds it up so it's not hanging down as far as it used to. I do wish the 3M tape was black, but you know, it's fine. It doesn't really, you don't really notice it. It's just kind of out of the way. Before it was hanging down like this one was right here, you can kind of see the difference. And when I unplugged it, I just took it out, but I can plug it back in and put it back up into the zip tie, and it'll hold it about that much farther up. So that was one solution I kind of came up with that wasn't too bad. I used these same connectors to cable manage all of these this cable underneath and on the back side. So I'm going to go down there and show you that too real quick. So now we're under the Moducases here, and I'm going to show you this, how I did some okay cable management. I'm not an expert at it or anything, but I started with this remote control outlet here, and I actually bought a box that came with 3 different ones, so the remote control will turn on and off up to 3 different outlets for expansion later. And I plugged in a power strip to that, and the power strip is taped to the bottom of the wood Moducase bottom shelf here using some double back tape. Really, it's the 3M industrial grade stuff, so it's on there pretty tight. And then I used one power strip for each row of lights, so each shelf has its own, because I had all 3 plugged into one, and it was getting really hot at the 3-point connection. And so I just, figured to do one each just to be safe. And so I've got those double back taped up there too. And I used the zip tie standoffs. You can see I use them pretty much everywhere here to use the zip tie locations to, just keep everything nice and tidy and clean, going all the way down there and up the other side. And this is the USB cable extension. There's a couple more slots here, and there's another power spot there if I want to expand later. This is the 10-foot cable that I showed you in the box, and I've just kind of plugged it in here and then routed it, across the bottom of the piece here, and then it goes up to where it needs to go. So it's really nice when you're standing up and you're looking down underneath here. You don't see anything because there's no cables on the ground here. So I can turn this all into shelving or something later. But that's how I wired that up, in case you were curious. So let's go check out the remote. Here is the wireless remote control sockets that I bought. I got this on Amazon also. It comes with, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, so you can do 3 different outlets and on and off for each one. Really going to be great for expanding later. If I get more Moducases, I can control it with all one remote. Let's check this remote out real quick. Alright, so here's the remote, and you just hit on. And it turns everything on, including the Star Wars Lightbox there, so that is awesome. Pretty easy. Much better than having to unplug things and plug it back in every time. So let me know what you guys think about this wiring job here. And let me know what you think about the Star Wars Lightbox. I think I'm definitely going to pick up the Marvel one, because if they ever bring the X-Men into the MCU, which is inevitable, I will be buying X-Men 1/6 scale figures. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today and watching this video. I hope you guys have a good one. Take it easy.